Buddy, it's reader and medium Rosalind, and I hope you can hear me because this is a different recording device. How are you? It's October 2nd, 2024. I hope you're doing well. And, I just don't want you to give up. I know you might be going through a negative situation, and it's especially rough sometimes when we're dealing with narcissists, people that like to abuse. Um, and if you're not relating to the word narcissist, that's okay. It's people you're dealing with. It could be a company, a business going against you. It could be the court of law. It could be a family member, an ex, a friend of the family, or a friend that you thought you were really cool with this friend. And uh-oh, here we go into some negative situation where they're saying things about you that's not true. They're lying on you, or they may plan to do some negative things and you didn't even know it was a plan against you. Like, really, you didn't even have that feeling that they were going to go against you or break the friendship, break the relationship, talk about you so bad at work, or a supervisor, manager going against you. It could be so many different things. Your neighbors acting out against you. And then when you realize it, it's like, whoa, how do I even fight back? How do I even defend myself? How do I even get my faith together in a way of knowing in the true reality what they're doing and accepting it and keep going, so that you're not living in that brokenhearted energy forever. So here's the psalm I want to read to you. Okay, it's Psalm 37, 1 through 15. Okay, and this is going along with, you can use this with your candle work, with your spiritual baths. If you're not sure what those things are, you can reach out to me on my website. I do create spiritual baths, I do create candles. They're called workings, rootwork, hoodoo, magic, whatever you would like to call it, conjure. And it does go along heavily with, a lot of the Bible scriptures. It does. And Psalms is loaded with them, okay? So this is one that I've used a lot. I mean, I've had this Bible for so long that it's so many scriptures that I pull from here over and over. And I wanted to read this to you all to help you to know, you can read this out loud to yourself 3 times in a row. You can read this before you take your spiritual baths to meditate and clear on negative and attacks going against you. To read this even in your car before you walk into work. To read this outside in a quiet way, just peacefully reading this to yourself, walking around your property where you live, if you think the neighbors are just not going to get under control any other way, or, even praying this at your altar. You have an altar set up. It's not very difficult to set one up. I've helped people with that many times. Setting up their altar is not as difficult as what you think. Okay, so let's get into reading this. And, you can go on about your day, feel a little more confident, feel a little more prepared. Okay, all right, let's get into it. A Psalm of David. So the Psalm 37. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. The workers of iniquity, they're working in chaos. Okay, and if you want to read the New International Version, you think that that's easier for you to understand, that's fine. I always use King James, which is old. It's the old wording, okay? For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be, yea, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow to cast down upon the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of the upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Okay, so basically it's just telling you that they may live in chaos. They may actually act out in life as an evildoer, right? But you can rest assured, you can take, you can trust that the Lord will give you the desires of your heart, which is really peace in the situation, and to overcome the situation and to be blessed as you move on in your path. Even though it might seem as though the ones who are working evil and chaos are going to have the upper hand, this is letting you know, and it's putting it in your mind, in your heart, and in your energy, that the bow that they draw back and bow and arrow to cast on you and use you as a target for their evil and their plots and plans is letting you know that that bow is going to draw back and pierce them in their own heart, and it's going to break. Okay, that's what this is about. So these verses have been stated millions of times. Millions of times. So can you imagine how much energy is in the word? That's where we get the word spell from. Like casting a spell and spelling a word. I mean, it's so powerful. Try and say some of these psalms that you are identifying with, that you have seen work previously. Some of you are around my age, and you've seen how powerful these psalms are. I've seen it in my life for a very long time. When I was a younger woman, I was learning still about it. And now that I'm older, I have seen it. I can say it with my own mouth that I've seen how powerful these things can be in our lives. And I don't even go by what religion you are. If you believe in manifestation, you believe in the power of the written word. If you believe that we do have a divine creator that helps us in these situations, these verses can be very powerful. Okay? So don't give up on your life. Don't give up and think that the evil, the powerful, the companies, the friends who gather together and gossip, family members turning and acting out against you, don't believe that they always get the upper hand, because they don't. Okay? So if any of you want to comment, any of you want to leave a question, of course you can leave it below in the comments section. If you want to reach out to me, my information is in the description box. Okay? Take care. See you all later. Bye-bye.